Alrighty, welcome back to another video. So, second testing of legendary troops on defense, and who do we have here? A level 30 legendary majestic minotaur of the primary barbarian class. Whatever, I ran out of things to say. So anyways, this legendary troop gives additional stats to barbarian or druids. Since Darkfeather is a druid, so he does get the additional 6% attack, 6% defense, 15% health, and an 8% effectiveness on attack buffs. So in this particular team, I don't think there's anything that gives attack buffs. This is a nightmare, so it doesn't have no, there's no attack bonuses. It's only negative mana. So if there was a what do you call it? Was it Guardian of Atlantis or Hero of Atlantis or something of Atlantis other than the opposite of Nightmares of Atlantis, then whenever they take special skill damage, they give everybody an attack up. So in this case, I don't think there's anything else that gives attack up. So maybe not even the alpha eaters as well. So you're not going to see the 8% attack buff. So I thought, yeah, you know what, let's just continue trying. I just want to see how big Darkfeather will be in this case. 2170 health with the troop will give 40% health. So I'm expecting this to be around the range of 3000 health. So let's see how we're gonna deal with this. Yeah, let's just stick with this team and let's see how painful he can get. Alright, starting off good with a blue diamond. Alright, so let's see how much damage. Bear in mind that he does have the defense up as well, so his stats 3118 health and 1964 shield. So I'm gonna predict that Milena probably does about like what, 300 400 damage, maybe even less. So let's see how much damage she deals before we use Fist Coil. So about 600 damage. Yeah, as you can see, it was like 800 damage here, some or other, so it's a bit less significantly. But you can also see that the mana is not going as fast because it is a legendary troop that only has 11% mana generation, as opposed to like maybe having a magic troop here with 20%. So it's definitely much lower. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna let you fire and you can see. Oh, is he dead? Nope, he's not. Okay, let's see how much health that is gonna give. 8%, nothing. Attack score is increased by 20 for the duration of this battle. Where did it? Oh, okay, yes, the ability score. You have 270% damage, so nothing, no true passive skill. So there's nothing that helps the true passive skill. Nothing much, because it doesn't affect ability score. And because Fist Coil deals 160 attack, he gains 180 attack. So yeah. So right off the bat, you can see that the troop passive skill doesn't affect. And I think that would change the way you're supposed to kind of like, you know, have that internal synergy. I'm not sure if people really take that into account. They might, but I'm just saying for this particular defense, there isn't anything that the troop passive skill is giving. So maybe it's not really so much about the passive skill as it is on the just on the stat boost itself. I mean, 3000 health. Right now I've dealt so much damage to him and he's still at 1648 health. So I guess there's that. There's the, you know, the sort of like how do you call it, the benefits of having the legendary troop. So I'm just going to kill Timius here if he doesn't revive. Yes, he does not. That is very good. Very good, very good. Alright. So Chestall is gonna burn. He's gonna kill himself, so I don't think we have to worry about that. Let's try and get I was gonna say let's try and get the rest to fire, and then yeah, Desmond's gonna fire. Ah, that hurts. That hurts so hard. What the heck? Desmond hits like a truck. Jeez. Yeah, that was something that I guess fighting a whale here, so you get to actually experience like some of the newer heroes. I mean, this is the first time I'm seeing Desmond on offense, on defense. I mean, so it's pretty good. And I'm feeling a raid chest right now, so I'm just trying to get as many heroes dead at the same time, and then we'll probably flee and use something else. So yeah, let's flee. Please don't come online while I'm doing this video. It's really hard to find all these new heroes at the same time. So alright, let's bring our own darkfeather and see how much can we augment our health to match his. And again, so many blues on the board, huh? Why can't I get this? I never get this amount of purple when I use this team in war. Guess it's only worth bringing in for raids. Okay, let's start off and can I get a diamond here? Probably not. I might have missed the diamond just now. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, never mind. Purple. Let's do this and hope for purple. Come up somewhere. There we go. Alright. So I'm going to use this purple. So we're going to see him almost at full health. 400. So he's at full health now. Assume that the minion gives him full health. I want to see how much damage Farah actually deals to him. So let's give Darkfeather this, and let's see how hard he can hit. 1237, where in most cases a snipe by Farah is most likely to kill him. So yeah, I would say pretty decent. Wow, even a hurricane at double limit break couldn't even kill Darkfeather here. This is insane. Alright, let's oh shit. I'll just let him fire, huh? Okay. Let's heal. Okay, now he should be dead. And now Desmond's gonna fire, jeez. And then now Christine's gonna fire. Wow, in my spirited effect to try and get everyone to fire, I'm just getting destroyed by the rest of the team. Yep, it's a wipe, I do believe. Yep. So I guess that's one thing as well. If you're just too fixated on, kind of killing Darkfeather right here, you might just get murdered by all this really strong. I mean, I'm gonna echo something that someone said about me in a previous war. I mean, come on, these guys are barely out. I mean, Desmond just got released like a couple of days ago, so him getting max here, it's like pretty awesome. And I think it's a really strong hero as well. All right, let's do a final one, and let's play for real this time. Hey, I say play for real, and I get a purple dragon right up the noggin. Yeah, he's gonna fire, so whatever. Actually, I might lose this. Actually, I'm playing very carelessly here. But I think I'm still a bit unsure about legendary troops here, because I feel like you're not getting the full potential out of it if you're only using it for stats, right? Because otherwise you need to have some form of you would want some form of, how do you call it, some kind of bonus that comes with it, because you want that additional, what do you call it, troop passive skill to kind of work out in favor of your defense. I mean, you're probably not going to use legendary troops for defense, is what I'm thinking. But you know, who knows what happens later on. Anyways, let's try and win for real. Man, I don't even know if this kills Desmond. Oh, it does. Yay. I'm gonna keep the heal, I guess. It's gonna hit like a truck again, so I might as well. Oh no, now Gestalt is gonna fire as well. Jeez. Oof. Milena's dead. Oh, she's not. Okay, let's dispel everything. See, even with like purple damage, purple tiles, I mean it's purple, so it's not a strong color, but he's not going to take that much damage. Jeez, I'm just gonna... How many turns is the blind? 2 turns, so I'm just gonna wait a bit. Oh, yay. All right. So anyways, my point being here is that I feel like that kind of defense, using this troop where you don't get the troop passive skill might not be as good as what the legendary troop intends to provide. I mean, sure, you provide that kind of health, but again, it's all about, you know, whether or not the tank can make use of being able to stay alive longer. Like if say for example, and I'm going to talk to this in another video when I fully break down the legendary troops. I feel like if Darkfeather had, say for example, some form of like some kind of damage reduction, I mean from anything, status ailment, damage reduction, or even something like where he heals against the extra 5%, the cleric passive skill, I believe that would benefit him more than having this increased status effect attack. So it's purely only for the stats, and I feel that if you build your team correctly, you are able to withstand the you're able to plow through the defense. Now again, this will change when all of them have legendary troops. Like if the whole defense had legendary troops, then it's a bit different, because then you're pretty much, you know, in that situation where, okay, I can't just leave the tank alive, I'll have to deal with everyone at the same time. But right now, with the tank only being the one that has legendary troops, it might not matter as much, because I can just ignore the tank. Again, as I mentioned in the previous video, Ukkonen will probably be the best one right now for tank in terms of getting the legendary troops, just because of how stupid the passive skill is while synergizing with him. But other than that, I just haven't found anybody that has a proper legendary troop that actually works on defense and synergizes completely on defense. Right now, I believe this is not the right, for me, in my perspective, this is not the right legendary troop for this particular setup. It might be different if, say, for example, you have a hero here that gives sort of like attack up, you know, gives some sort of attack buff. So something like you know, having, say, maybe forces in this, like say you have forces in the flank, and then you have like your tank being someone like maybe Aramis, for example. You can't use Aramis, so this one will be a barbarian purple, say maybe something like Snaferu, for example, or another barbarian average speed troop, which I can't think at the top of my head. Costume Oberkan, the regular side of Oberkan, which I believe is a barbarian. So if you use Oberkan, for example, like if you have the toon version of Oberkan, that's going to be really annoying here. If you have like Oberkan and then you have like forces flank, and then forces is like giving him like this increased attack status effect attack just because you're hitting into forces because he has the taunt, and then Oberkan will just hit like hell, then I can see that kind of synergy working out with having these legendary troops. Otherwise, I feel that it's pretty unsolved right now, and I'm not sure if it's actually the best way to go. But in any case, they've made it, and again, I'm going to talk about this in the next breakdown I do on legendary troops. It definitely helps in terms of giving you a big defense buff as well as a health generation. But it's going to give you, it's going to paint the target on your back, because now you're like the guy with the biggest health, and therefore you're sucking all the points to yourself in war. And then people will just simply farm you, because if you are not using an optimal tank or an optimal defense, just because you want to use a legendary troop, then yeah, you'll just get farmed, and people will be happy to take like 60, even it might breach 61 to 62 points. No, maybe not. Yeah, maybe 60 points. You might actually breach 60 points just for having one legendary troop among the 30 that you have in war. But anyways, that's the second testing for legendary troops. I will go around and find more defenses with legendary troops, and we can see how we face. Alright, see you in the next video. GG.